Hey guys, welcome to Bean Scream Podcast with Matt.
And RJ, how's it going?
How's it going? RJ?
Hey, I'm good, man. How about you? How was your week? How was your day?
Stressful.
Cool.
It's been
Stress
a week.
is fun.
Yeah.
It
This
has
is
been a
fine.
week. Welcome back.
Yeah. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a day. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Man, this week is really long today. Oh.
Yeah, this week is, especially in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. We don't even talk about that, do we?
No, we don't. Why would we?
You know, though, it is almost over, folks.
It is T-minus too many days.
T-minus what, 20 something days? 21 days?
Not even 20. Like 11.
What?
11, 12.
Sir, your math is wrong, sir. It's the 9th today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
11,
21
12.
days.
Yeah, like 11, 12.
Matt.
Yeah, no, like 11, 12.
10 plus 20 is 30, sir. There's 31 days in December.
Yeah, like 11, 12.
Matt.
You know I have to mess with you every time.
I'm really glad we're not a math podcast.
No, I have to mess with you at some point.
Matt.
That is the draw
Jesus.
to Bean Stream Podcast.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah. That's why
that wasn't in the blast email, damn it.
That wasn't on the script. I got it.
Yeah, what
I went off script. Oh, that was
God. Oh God, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I found it. I'm so sorry. I missed that bit.
What page are we on?
4.
I'm seeing March 9th.
Oof.
I have a planner.
We're back to March, boys.
I'm waiting to wake up and it just be March.
Right. In a
different parallel universe.
No, what's the Elise's? No, what's the
ellipsis?
No, what was that store that you went to?
Oh, Lassen's.
Lassen's, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wake up in a Lassen's like, we're glad you found this technology.
Yeah.
What?
Oh no. It's like Click, you know.
Yeah.
You just wake up in Bed Bath & Beyond.
I always wake up in bed and then I go take a bath and then I go to work, which is beyond.
Way beyond. Way beyond.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I take a bath in the morning instead of a shower.
Oh, yeah, that was relaxing, I bet.
Fancy, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, you must have woke up pretty early for that.
Oh yes.
Was it worth it?
And by bath I mean my cat licks me until I wake up.
Ah. Good.
It's luxurious, very relaxing, you know. Definitely not 6:30 in the morning, an hour and a half before I wake up.
On.
Yeah, that's when my cat Cheeto lands on my chest. Nice on.
Nice on.
What a fucking asshole.
You know what your cat sees you as?
What?
Grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, I hope not.
Your cat's Elmer Fudd, and you're the grilled cheese sandwich.
Oof.
Oof. Oof.
You know what's funny is we call my cat Cheese, so it makes sense.
I mean,
like kind of.
So you're meaning it's backwards?
I mean, maybe he's a grilled cheese sandwich. I don't know.
You're nomming down on some cat?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
That's how Corona happened.
I think that was a bat or something, right?
Cat, bat. They
Same
both end with a T.
They both end with a D. So.
What's the difference between P's and Q's?
Oh, P's and Q's, delicious.
Yes. This episode of Bean Stream Podcast brought to you by P's and Q's.
And the Cluck and
Stay
Bell.
alive. Yeah. Stay alive. It's your last resort. Just cram them down your throat.
That's what I've told all my exes. Oh wait, what?
So that's why they're. No.
That's why they're exes.
That's why they. It all makes sense now.
All makes sense. My new one though, and get ready.
No.
She just says,
She just says, "It's not gonna fit."
That's your cue, Matt. You gotta
Oh.
look for
It's not.
smell.
It's.
Nice on.
Not exactly what I was going for, but all right. Fucking Matt, dude.
I never disappoint.
Oh my god. How are you gonna be
you
my
penis?
assist man?
Look at
There
your
you go.
small penis. Bet you can't do anything with that, huh? Shitty beans. Yeah.
That's the current one.
It's it's too real.
Shitty beans. I love that clip so much, dude.
It's so good.
It is super good.
You see, all mine says.
Someone jizzed on my Pop Tart.
Wow, you guys have time for that in the morning? Wow.
I do it at night. It's the real. It's why it's such a surprise.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just saying,
I
in the
I
morning-
reseal them.
they would have to call you Minuteman.
No, yeah, nah, trust me. That's a night.
That's a whole night of fun.
It's like resealing Yu-Gi-Oh cards and like Pokemon cards. You just get an iron and it works.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
no, it works.
That's some crusty business there.
Yeah, If only you knew.
It does the B though.
It
Does
does.
it not?
It does. It. You know what it does?
I have mud butt.
My God. Ooh. That was me yesterday. I had Taco Bell, so I
Dude,
was
that's me today.
like...
I wish I was joking.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Matt. You got to get that
Yeah.
looked at.
It's, I do. I really do.
You got ghosts in your blood. Take cocaine about it.
You know what I need to do? I need someone to
You gotta stick it in the pooper?
need to plug it up.
I mean, I'm available. I mean, what?
You really aren't though. Like it's too too far.
You're not emotionally
not
available.
there.
Is what I'm asking. You're just
You're
not
not
there.
there.
Just not there.
You're just-
Sorry, we're not a perfect match, Matt.
Yeah, we aren't a beam.
We're not
Have
a beam.
you finished?
We're
Have you
being.
finished season 1?
Oh yeah, we're on season
Have you
4
ever-
now.
Oh, where are you watching season 4?
So we got a subscription to CBS, and they have all the
Okay.
seasons.
I've been tempted to get a VPN just so I can watch it on Canada's broadcast stuff.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because
so if
we
you get
watched the first
the-
2.
Yeah. How'd you like the first 2?
We watched the first one forever ago. We completely blew through. That's what we did over the weekend. It just blew through season 2,
Nice.
and it was actually more calm than other seasons.
Oh boy.
Michaela's really wanting to watch season 5, and like I've been looking everywhere for season 5. I just can't bring myself to buy just one season of a trashy reality TV show
Yeah.
because it's on like
So-
Amazon Prime. It's you buy it.
Right. So this is what we're doing. So we have a trial CBS subscription, right?
Mm.
So you get 7 days. So
So
we're
you
trying to
have
blow through all
multiple-
these.
Multiple email accounts.
Correct. Also correct. We are
Yes.
gonna resort to that. Yes.
Yes. No, it is
But-
worth it.
But as of right now, yeah, we have the week trial, and so yeah, we just started season 4 last night.
Mm. I think season 5 is like the most drama filled season from what we've heard.
Dude, I don't know. Season 4 is kind of insane already.
I believe that's Michaela said that she watched season 3 or 4, and then we've watched season 1 and 2 together. I think watched one more season. I think we watched season 6, and then 7 and 8. So let me know when you get to like 7 and 8, because 7, and then 8's interesting. It's the season where like it can be anyone.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna ask when's the
yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a good one. And once you get done with all those, Love Is Blind on Netflix.
Oh yeah, we finished that one actually.
That's a good one. And then Too Hot to Handle, another all right one.
That's the one we need to watch afterwards for sure.
And then
for sure.
Michaela and I just started watching Married at First Sight or something like that.
Oh yeah, you sent me the picture. I was like, what is he getting himself into?
it's interesting. So they had like
so addicting.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like we completely blew through season 2 of Are You the One, and like I spent the rest of Sunday just looking for season 4 anywhere.
Yeah.
To stream, and I was like, I don't want to pay for CBS for like a month.
Right.
I can only make so many email accounts. But
I mean, if you just binge it, you can get it done in 2 weeks.
That's we could on because I don't think we want to watch like every single season. It's just she really wants to watch season 5.
What?
It's one of those things like
watch every...
we kind of know what happens in the other seasons.
Every season though.
We kind of know what happens.
Well, because you guys skipped ahead.
Well, not really. Like, she moved back into town, and like we were watching MTV for like Ridiculousness, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I remember watching that before," and I was like, "I want to watch it," and that's just what we did every week, like that, like season 7, and then like we had season 8 like already set to record and everything. I think we watched season 6 together. I want to say we watched another season together.
Okay.
But like we've watched most of them.
Okay.
It's
what I will
one of those
say
shows.
though.
What's up?
Sorry, go ahead. It's one of those shows.
Go for it. It's one of those shows that like it just you can only watch it for so long without getting like just so emotionally drained of like all the drama.
Yeah, for sure.
My heart can only handle so much drama.
Oh, poor heartache, Matt.
Yeah. So what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say. I will say this though: if you do watch them kind of like sporadically and don't follow the entire story, I will recommend season 3 because season 3 gets very violent.
I've heard that. I think I don't want to spoil anything with like what I do know about season 5, but it is kind of an outlier from what I've heard.
Really? Huh, okay.
Yes. So, yeah. Take that as you will.
Okay.
I know one season like there's like some girl and like her match got like kicked out of the house for like fighting everyone. That was that season 3?
That happened in 3, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one that Michaela has seen without me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one's good though. That one's pretty good.
So it's like I'm one of those people too. I don't like making people watch things over, if that makes sense. Like it's one thing if they're like, oh yeah, no, let's watch this. I like this. Like, okay, but if it's like, oh well, let's watch it because you haven't seen it, kind of thing. It's like, I'm not gonna like.
You mean like I did with all of Doctor Who?
How far did you get?
I got to Capaldi.
Capaldi? Okay. Dude, that people are not happy with current Who.
Really?
Channel Who.
Oh,
Yeah. So, spoiler. Are you
spoiler.
fine with a spoiler with Doctor Who?
I mean, I might get back into watching it, but I might just go back to see the David Tennant episodes
Yeah,
and call it
you got to
good.
start with 9. You can't skip 9.
No, nine's the best. Nine's the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nine's great. 10 fantastic, and then 11 Alonzi. No, I'm joking.
I forgot his name. What is his name? Help.
Matt Smith,
No, 9.
David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston.
Christopher Eccleston. That's the one. I
Yeah,
love him.
he's
Yes,
good.
He's the greatest. He's good.
But yeah, no, I've so fun story actually. Michaela and I were actually watching Doctor Who the night that like she yelled at me that like I don't hate you, I actually like you, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, fun little story there. And we've sporadically watched Doctor Who since. She is still not past Martha? Yeah, Martha.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
She
Okay.
is far behind. I was like, we're getting you at least through Matt Smith. Like Capaldi is fine. It's just a bit
Yeah.
slow, you know?
He's a bit slow because he's an old man.
Yeah, like it's not even that. It's like this. Like I feel like Doctor Who is like, okay, we have a companion for a bit, and then we move on. Capaldi was like dedicated to Clara,
Oh yeah.
and like
Clara.
it made sense for the story, but it was also kind of like,
Mhm.
okay, move on. Like you've done this a million times.
Right.
But dude, they made people mad with the newest season, I'll say.
Ooh.
Like
That
I was
sucks.
kind
I
of
thought that was
excited
gonna turn out
for-
well.
Yeah, no, I was excited for a female doctor because it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, of course. But they completely retconned 50 years of lore for the sake of a message.
Yeah, that sucks.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
People aren't happy
I'm
with
all
that.
for it as long as it would have worked, But
Yeah, I'm all for it as long as it's not, oh, this lore that we've built up over 50 years? Nah.
yeah, that's gone.
Like, that's the part that bugs me. Is like, I didn't even watch it. I just watched all the fan rage about it, and I was like, that doesn't feel right. But I don't know.
Yeah.
People like it. People hate it. It's whatever.
I mean, I kind of understand where they're coming from too with the female doctor thing. It's like, the
Yeah.
doctor can be anybody
Yeah, like
or
that makes
look like
sense.
anybody. Yeah, that part makes sense. But like
Yeah,
to do it just because,
because it's 2020 and message.
Yeah.
We're woke.
we're
Like
woke.
that's the thing that. It's one thing if it makes sense for the story, or if they can write a good story around it. Absolutely. But if it's just for the sake of saying, "Look what we did," yeah,
Just for the sake of woke.
yeah,
Yeah.
Look, we're equal.
We're equal. We made one woman happen. Look,
Yeah.
and we killed off all the rest.
Yeah. No. Exactly. No.
Ooh,
It just
controversy.
it ruins. I'll okay. Objectively, it completely goes against what everything was set up to be.
Yeah.
Is what I will say.
Right.
It part of the draw to Doctor Who is a bit of mystery, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously you're not gonna ever know who the Doctor really is
Right.
until you kind of do,
Yeah.
and it's not a very satisfying thing.
Nope.
So yeah, speaking of, well, okay, do you have any interesting stories from the past week?
From the past week, so actually, funny enough, today I have an interesting story.
Okay, does it pertain to the topic that we were going to be discussing? Very
If
much
it's
so.
about- If it's about Spooktown, then yes.
Okay,
It's
Do you
not
wanna
about
save
Doctor
that
Who
for
or
a
movies
minute?
or anything. Yes, I can save that for a minute.
okay.
I don't think
So
I
I
have
have-
anything relating to this topic.
I have, but not really this topic, but like, just before we get into, we'll segue out of parallel universes and dimensions and stuff with Doctor Who into like real
Hey,
world
alright.
for a second, and then parallel back into we'll wibbly
Sounds good.
wobbly it.
Yeah.
So today is Wednesday. Michaela has Wednesdays off, and the semester's pretty much done. So she's like, "Hey, I got some time. You got lunch at like what time?" I'm like, "This time." So we meet up for lunch, and over the course of 15 minutes, over the course of about 40 minutes, all of this stuff happens, right? So we get to the place that we're getting food from. We get inside. There's this lady with this, it's not really a jacket or anything. It's just a long shirt that's like open with flaps and stuff, right?
Okay.
And,
Painting the picture here. I like it. I like it.
And like, her friend is up at the register, and they're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Like, I didn't recognize you with a mask on. Like, oh wow." And she's like getting close to this this hand sanitizer dispenser, and it's the one that it's touchless, so you brush past it, and it. So,
like me.
yes. So she's like getting close to the counter, like, "Hey, how's it going?" And her shirt is like going under it, but moving back fast enough to not get hand sanitizer on her. So it happened once, and Michaela and I just look at each other like, "You saw that, right?" Yeah. But it kept happening. So there was just a pile of just foamy hand sanitizer. And I was expecting it to like fall into her pocket or something with how much she was doing it. Like, I was surprised that her pocket didn't fill up, but I was like, okay. And so it's a long line. We get our food. We're like, it's going to be easier to eat in the parking lot here than it is back at where I work, just because it's a busy parking lot, because it's in the same parking lot as a hospital, which right now, So we're like, I'll just eat here. So we're eating, and all of a sudden we hear like a squabble, and like I turn to the right, and there's an elderly woman and a woman dressed in basically I can assume nurse. Okay.
Okay, she's in scrubs then.
Yeah, I can assume nurse. I don't think that it would be too far off since we are close to a hospital, anyways.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So these two women are like yelling at each other and like going at it in the parking lot.
Oh.
And Michaela and I just look at each other like, what happened? Like, I thought I missed something. I was like, what? And they're like, so we start looking a little closer, like kind of watching, not trying to make it obvious that like, what? and like they're pointing at their bumpers and stuff, because they're parked kind of bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
So we're assuming that like one of them hit the other or like tapped the other, but you couldn't see any damage. So it was literally just if the other party didn't see it happen, nothing would have ever happened. But because it was timed perfectly that they were both there was like this huge thing. And so we're like, oh crap. They're like going to see us looking and go, "Hey, you two, you saw what happened?" And like get us into it. I'm like, So I'm like looking just straight at my chicken quesadilla, like, quesadilla. But like they're squabbling, they're fighting. And all of a sudden, the old woman's like husband scooters up on one of the electric scooter things and like stands up. I'm like, okay. The wife sits down, brings the scooter around to the back of the truck, I think, and somehow gets it into the truck. I don't know. It disappeared because I'm being completely serious. I don't know how either of them could have picked up a fully motorized scooter and put it in the back of a truck, and I did not see it. Because I at one point had to get out just to throw away our trash before we head back to my office, and I had to go back to work. And I didn't see that scooter ever again. But this old man is standing there while his wife is doing whatever with the scooter. And somehow he has a sandwich in his hand now.
What?
Yeah. Like, Michaela and I are just like, where did the sandwich come from? It was the weirdest, like, 15 minutes of just anything. Of just, like, just like a man coming out of nowhere on a scooter, the scooter disappearing, and the man suddenly has a sandwich. All while his wife is arguing with a nurse.
What in the hell?
Yeah.
That's a really weird 15 minutes.
Yeah. I was just like, what happened? And then I had to take a client to their new like motel from like discharging.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, here we have they told us that you're going to be in this room, so here it is. And this dude comes around the corner, head down, eyes closed, like closed tight. And he's just like walking, bumps his head on a post that is like just like the lightest bonk ever. Backs up, eyes still closed, like directs it at me. What time is it? I'm like, what? What? Like he just barely touches his head to the post, comes back, eyes closed. What time is it? I'm like, how do you know I'm here? And then I was just like, I think it's this time. I don't know. And he's like, you got a cigarette? I'm like, that would kill me. I have asthma. And I just run back to my car like, I'm not doing this.
That all happened in the same 15 minutes?
No. So this was like this was like the end of my like work day.
Okay.
I had to discharge someone from a different hospital and like take them back to their new placement kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And like this dude just like comes around the corner, the lightest bump of the head onto like this support beam. And I'm assuming this guy has like been at this motel for like a few months. It's one of those motels that like, it's
You live at?
it's the Avenue is the location, like every
yeah.
city has that like avenue of like,
Yeah.
you don't go there. So this was that avenue, and like so I would assume he knew there was a pole there, and he just walks out head down, eyes shut. Like I see his eyes like he's straining to keep them closed. Just bonk. What time is it? Like the most natural. Just what time is it? And I just go, what? And he's like, what time is it? Yeah, you. I'm like, oh, your eyes are closed. What? Like, I think it's this time. Okay, you got a cigarette? Like, no.
No. Nice.
Like the person I was discharging walks into the room, and I'm like, "Oh, we'll be in touch." And I just walk back. Like I'm not equipped for this. I don't have cigarettes.
I don't have cigarettes. I don't have a degree. What is this? Well, you do have a degree.
That's a sad thing. I do have a degree.
But not in that.
Kind of.
You don't have a degree in that, though.
I don't have a degree in cigarettes. So again, it's one of those. It's not really on the topic of what we're talking about, but then again, we can make the stretch of like, where did the scooter go? Where did the sandwich come from? How did this man know I was there with his eyes shut?
Was he blind? Could he like,
No.
I don't know, like sense you or something?
No, I don't know.
That's so bizarre, huh?
It was. I was just like, I'm getting out of here before my soul gets sucked out or something.
Right? Yeah, or like they like touch you and you like wake up with like marks on your arms. You're like, oh,
I wake up with the vid.
The vid. Oh god.
The Ronas.
I was making a play
I know.
of silence.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
okay.
I'm just like, okay, business is normal. And then I'm
Okay.
like driving off. I'm like, where all these tally marks come from? Ooh,
I didn't get a tattoo. What the hell?
yeah, I didn't have a marker.
So on the topic of parallel universes, though,
Yes.
I actually do have something to add.
Oh boy.
So it's not
Please
from this
do.
week, unfortunately. So it's not current events, but it'll be current
Alright.
events to you and our listeners.
Okay.
So there's a movie that I saw on Netflix, right?
Mhm.
Jordan and I were very, very bored, clearly, because we were like, oh, let's go watch an indie film. That's fine.
Yeah.
Not hating on indie films if you're an indie
No.
filmmaker, just saying, like, you know, it takes it's art.
If you don't mind me asking, without throwing shade on the director or like any, what movie was it?
So this movie is called Terrarium.
I think I've heard about it. I think I might have seen parts of it.
Yes. Wait, is that the wait, hang on. I might be saying the wrong thing here. Was it Vivarium? Hang on. Now I have to do research. Damn it. I think it was
See, I typed in terrarium and it's just terranium kits.
Oh. Where the hell is my enter button? There we go. Oh, it is Vivarium. My bad. Yeah, Vivarium is the movie.
Okay.
Sorry, yes, Vivarium.
Oh, that's a weird cast.
Yep. Yeah, that was another thing. We were like, wait a minute, like this cast is interesting. This might be
Yeah.
worth a shot. So we're watching this movie, right? And like without giving anything away, it has something to do with parallel universes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we were blown away. We were like, we're not sure if this is the worst movie we've ever seen or if it's the most interesting movie we've ever seen because it definitely got us talking.
It looks very
So
artistic.
it is, but it's also very like simple and like I guess practical in a way.
Easy to digest, but with a message.
Yeah. Like the thing is it's very simple, but it's like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's really weird.
I really like the screenshot that I'm looking at.
Yeah. What screenshot are you looking at?
Here, I'll
Feel free to share it and we'll talk about it.
there. I'll just do that. I'll send it to you.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Grab my cellular device.
On Facebook. Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
it's just a good screenshot. No?
That's a good screenshot, yeah. So that part's actually really funny.
It looks
Based
like
on
they're
context, you can
yelling at
probably
their
see.
child,
Yes.
who isn't their real child, I'm assuming.
I mean, you gotta watch the movie to find out.
maybe eventually. Sell it to me. Sell the pitch.
All right, elevator pitch for this movie. All right, here we go.
Yes. Okay.
Everything you think is happening is not happening. You're welcome.
With Jesse Eisenberg.
With Jesse Eisenberg. Yes. And that one chick from that one movie that I don't remember.
And Imogen Poots.
Yes. They both did really well in this movie, I think. So that's I guess another selling point is just good acting.
From such hits as Need for Speed, That Awkward Moment, Green Room, and Black Christmas.
Yes.
28 Days Later, The Art of Self-Defense. She was in
28
the
days
Fright
later.
Night
That's
remake?
probably where I know her from. Huh?
28 weeks later. She was in the Fright Night remake from 2011.
Oh.
Huh. That's actually a
Oh.
decent movie.
I haven't seen that one.
It's got David Tennant in it.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah. She's in V for Vendetta. Ooh.
What? Oh, she is, huh? That makes a lot of sense now. I was like, I know her from something.
Me and Orson Welles.
Speaking of David Tennant, though.
I'm always down for David Tennant talk.
Yummy.
Mm. You caught me on the one time that I don't have that one ready.
Oh no. I'm sure the viewers will give you some time.
Nah,
go.
it's fine. It's
Okay.
it's not even loading right now. So what's the
Yummy.
That's me every time I talk about David Tennant. Anyway, okay, so David Tennant, right?
yeah.
That show Broadchurch, excellent.
Mm-hmm. Also,
I don't know if you've seen that one.
Good Omen on Amazon Prime.
Good Omen.
Where he's a demon and he's
What?
like kind of working with he's a demon working with an angel, kind of trying to prevent. So it's actually an interesting story. It has very like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy feel kind of stuff.
I haven't seen that.
If you haven't seen Martin
Yeah, no.
Freeman in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy with
I have not.
Alan Rickman as a depressed robot,
I have not, but it
and
sounds really interesting.
Zoe Deschanel as Earth Girl trying to sound like she's an alien. I think it's Zoe Deschanel. Let me see.
She has the widest jaw I've ever seen in any person or horse.
Or horse. That's what got me. Or horse.
I'm sorry. She's a beautiful lady, but like, come on.
So yeah, Martin Freeman, Sam Rockwell, Zoe Deschanel, Alan Rickman, and John Malkovich.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all about getting lost in the galaxy, you know? Earth gets blown
figured.
up. It's fine.
Context, you know.
Yeah.
So
David Tennant.
Yes.
Do you know who would be good for David Tennant talk?
What?
Cheesecake.
The cheese. Yes. You are right.
Cheese does the DT.
B with David T. Yeah.
Basically,
so we'll have him on and
Yeah.
talk about David Tennant the whole time.
Let's talk about David Tennant and like Benedict Cumberbatch, and he really likes Ian Somerhalder for some reason.
I mean, who doesn't?
I mean, yeah, but he doesn't have an accent.
He's a moderately attractive man as well.
Yeah, but he doesn't have an accent.
I mean, it's true, yeah, but
It's kind of a deal breaker if you don't have an accent.
who needs an accent when you have like a 12-pack attached to your chest?
12-pack,
stomach
bright
and balls.
blue eyes, porcelain. Like you are a vampire at that point.
So, yeah, he's an anime character.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yes. So speaking of actors, no, just kidding. That was a horrible
Yeah.
segue. But speaking of parallel universes, huh?
Speaking of bunnies.
Oh yes, the bunny story
yes,
that you promised
bunny
last
story
week.
from last week, the tease. See, I made you wait a whole like 30 minutes into the episode to get this bunny story out.
You did, damn it! You
that's
tricked me.
that's some watch time there.
I have been played with and upon. How dare you? Yep, I got played like a Wii.
Yes. Ooh, I wouldn't mind that.
His D does the Wii. Nice. That was good.
Oh, did it not? Oh, hold on.
Nice
Oh.
on.
There you go.
Yep, there we go.
Beautiful.
Um,
Okay, so what's your bunny
So
story?
yeah,
Go
so
for
bunny story. So it's really not like that great of a story or anything, but I really overhyped it. But I remember being very young, and I'm from like a very close family.
Okay.
And I remember being like it had to have been before the age of before or around the age of 3.
Okay.
And my cousin and aunt and uncle got a rabbit or a bunny, one of the two.
Oh.
I can't tell the difference. But I remember they had a bunny, and I remember vividly, like, for some reason we had to have the bunny at our house for like a bit. I think they went out of town or something. And I remember this because my mom used to do daycare in the house. I remember all the daycare kids like cramming around it, and my mom being like, "No, get away, get away."
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm the only one that has those memories.
Whoa.
So it's one of those things. I've tried multiple times to just be like, "No, that didn't happen," but I have vivid memories of it.
Interesting.
It's a weird, like, almost Mandela effect, but nobody else has it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like,
So,
did I just
like, was it a
dream that?
dream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
No, I was
okay.
like, did I just dream that as a kid? But like, I don't know why I would dream that. Like, I have a vivid memory of like at our grandparents' house. For some reason, they brought the bunny to our grandparents' house, and just chasing that rabbit around like their living room. So I was like, and like, I brought it up to my mom at one point, like, hey, didn't this happen? And she's like, I don't think they've ever like had a rabbit. I was like, I swear. And so like we had a bit of a back and forth, and they're like, so she finally asked my aunt, like, hey, did you guys ever have a rabbit? And she's like, yeah, for like a bit. And I was like, so I didn't make that part up.
You're like, aha.
But why am I the only one that remembers this?
Right.
But yeah, so that's the infamous
Interesting.
bunny story.
Okay. Well, I liked the bunny story. Definitely wasn't what I was
Yeah.
thinking. But...
No, not at all. Like it definitely sounds like I pulled a rabbit out of nowhere or something.
Yeah,
But
you made it sound like it. Yeah.
I
mean, you
I
kind of
might
did.
have. I might have.
You willed it into existence.
I'm the sole reason that bunny even happened.
Yeah. Right. Probably.
Yes.
I mean, some bunny had to do it.
Some beans.
Some beans. So, I have something to add to that.
Okay.
In a similar light, but a much more like real light, I guess, since this thing is real.
Okay.
And your bunny isn't.
The bunny was real.
Okay.
It's just the watching it is the hotly debated topic.
Okay. So you probably did see the bunny, and then you had a dream that you know, or like I don't know,
but
you
there were
wanted
daycare
to
kids.
hang out with the bunny, and
I didn't though.
You
I
didn't wanna
was
hang
not
with
a fan of bunnies.
What?
I remember chasing it around at our grandparents' house, and then I was like, "Yeah, it's cool, but I don't want one."
Oh, well,
Yeah.
never mind that. My theory's out the window. Whoops.
Yeah, no, it's the weirdest thing.
That is the weirdest thing. So, on the topic of bunnies and weird stuff, there was a news story one time, and this has happened multiple times too. Like, I don't know the exact details, but there's been a couple of cases where like little kids, specifically, like I don't know, like the toddler range, like 2, 3, like talk to their parents. They're like, hey, like in like baby language, of course, because they don't like talk perfect yet. Yeah, but like they'll like cry and freak out and tell them like hey, like I don't feel good or whatever, and then like point them in like a direction of something. Yeah, and stuff like that. So there was a news story of this little boy, and he was like, I don't remember if they were like traveling or like what was going on, but like they passed by this area, and the kids started like freaking out. Like flipping shit, and the kid was like airplane, like talking about like airplanes and stuff, and the parents like, what the fuck, what's wrong with our kids? Is it broken? Do we need to give it back? Like, what?
Yeah,
what's wrong?
We just shove it back, or
yeah, do we turn it off? Like, how do you reset this thing? Alexa, help.
How do you unplug?
Alexa, give this back
Blow
to
into the
Amazon.
cartridge.
Fuck. Blow into the cartridge. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, but everybody did.
No, that's called sexual assault now. Whatever.
Ooh.
Uh,
I know a thing or two about it.
oh man. Anyway. Yeah,
I
your
don't-
uncle was a weird guy.
No, I had a guy the other day who was just, whew, he had a story.
Oof. Okay. Don't blow into cartridges,
Yeah.
kids. Anyway, so this kid starts freaking out in front of the parents, right? And it's like airplane, like all this stuff. They're like, you don't even know what airplanes are, dude. Like, what are you
Mhm.
you're talking about? So they find out from the kid in very like, pieced together toddler language that he said that he's like, I was a pilot basically, and I died right here. My plane went down, all this stuff. And the parents are like, where
How
did
do
you
you
get
know
this
of any of
information?
this?
Yeah. Like you can barely talk. Like, how do you know what a pilot is? How do you know, like, all this stuff? Why are you so emotional about this?
Mhm.
And like they like gave him a pen or something, and he like drew like the schematics of the plane that he crashed, and it was legit.
So someone actually like went down and like in a plane there.
Yeah, and they found a body. So it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, look that up because that is the true story. There, the full article is somewhere. I just don't have it on me. Um,
That's
I know I have
definitely
access
something
to the
I'm going to
Googles.
be reading into later.
Yeah, I would because it's an interesting read. I really enjoy it. So
Yeah. So okay, along these kinds of topics here, are you
Mhm.
familiar with John Titor?
John Titor. Oh no, I know John Looser. I don't know John Titor.
Okay. John Titor is very good joke. But John Titor, Titter, something like that, I don't know,
Ooh, John Titties.
is
All right.
a time traveler
Ooh.
who has made multiple claims about he used to call into like a radio show and like talk about future events and this and that and blah 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 blah. And he
Mhm.
was sent back in time to take an IBM like 50 or something, I don't know, one of the IBM machines, like specifically, just
Mhm.
because it was able to process some sort of thing because something in the future like crashed or something. So he
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I gotta get this from the past." But he apparently made like multiple visits throughout time, kind of thing,
Mhm.
and a lot of his claims didn't come true. But he had
Didn't come true?
yeah, but he had a reason for that. Okay.
Okay.
So his reason is essentially that as time travel exists in reality,
Mhm.
there is no like going back in your own timeline kind of thing. So you end up going into a kind of a parallel universe that is similar. And so him and his experiences aren't exactly what's going on here.
Oh.
There's some overlap, but from his timeline, his universe or whatever, he experienced all these things and was like, trying to warn us and just be a nice dude kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like all of his predictions, or at least most of them, like didn't actually come true. There's a few things
There's
that are
gonna
like
be a tangerine as president. Look out.
no, absolutely. Like it's those weird things of like he made some very general broad claims and then a few like specific ones. And there's some things that are like, oh, we can stretch it to this, but there's no like on this day, this time,
Yeah.
this major event is gonna happen. But it really kind of begs the question, like, is that the reason that we don't have like time travel interference? Because I know for a fact anyone in 2020 right now would absolutely, and like who's alive in like 2070 when time travel exists or something, they would absolutely come back to 2020 and like try to change things, right?
I would want to believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the fact that that everything has happened means that maybe someone can't change it, you know?
Maybe.
So like it really makes you wonder if time travel ever does become a thing, can we actually affect our own past, or is that the universe's way of preventing a paradox? It's just
Well,
you have to go into a different universe.
I mean, yeah, that's a good question because, like, man, yeah, that's
But then
wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
another question can come up though of like, you know, maybe someone is trying and making things worse by accident, you know? And maybe that's how the Mandela effect even happens, is like,
Possibly.
because you're familiar with the Mandela effect, the mandible effect.
Yes. The mandible effect. The mandala effect.
Yes.
Yes,
You-
I'm familiar.
What do you think is like the most widespread, besides obviously everybody thinking that, you know, Nelson Mandela was dead when he was clearly alive? What do you think is the biggest like widespread Mandela effect?
So I think the most widespread and the most known one is the Berenstein Bear one.
Perfect. I was actually going to that one.
Cool. Yeah, that one.
It's like we're
that one
on
I
the
found out
same
about and was
wavelength.
like, oh shit! It's like we're part of the same
Yeah.
story. Oh shit.
No, absolutely. That's okay. What did you grow up knowing?
So I grew up knowing Berenstein.
Yeah.
I had the books.
Stain. Yeah. I actually had to pull out like a book
Right.
and be like, wait, what? But yeah, no, it's Berenstain.
Berenstain, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like,
But there is evidence to support both. So
Yeah.
that's the weird part. It's like it wasn't just a typo or like a fuck up. It was like,
yeah, it
hey,
wasn't
this
like
was
one
a thing
book.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was multiple books. There's a whole
Yeah.
series. Like,
So it's just like, and that's actually a sad thing too, because like, so do you know why the Berenstain Bear books exist?
no, I don't.
So it's actually kind of like a representation. So it's actually a mother and father that like started it, and like, you know, they tried to make it like, oh, it's our family kind of thing. And they just kind of sold
Yeah.
stories based off of it. And now, since obviously, you know, it started in the 20s, sadly the parents are no longer around.
Right.
But the son is keeping it going.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of sad, but kind of nice, you know?
That's
least
kind of wholesome and sad at the same time. Yeah.
I think it's still going. But yeah, no, it's one of those like double-edged swords of like, oh, that's nice, but that's really sad as well.
Right. Yeah. So like I know that one, and then there was the was it the like the Monopoly guy? Everyone thought he had a monocle, but he doesn't.
Yeah. Since when does he not have the monocle?
I thought he always had the monocle. I really,
Yeah.
really did.
Like, what is he grabbing? Like his hat or something? Like he has he has a cane in one hand and his hat in the other.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but like I think even like big grocery chains and stuff thought he had a monocle
Yeah.
too, because I saw a commercial one time for the like was it Albertsons that does the Monopoly, right?
Yeah. No, there he has like that's the logo is it's like stretched so he's like reaching out, not like reaching out, but like his face and his monocle are like right in the center of the frame, and then like his body's kind of more back, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so that one's also weird.
The fact that Ace Ventura Pet Detective references or was it Pet? No, When Nature Calls. Cuz that's part of like the getup, right?
Yeah.
Is like it's the Monopoly guy. He has the monocle,
Monopoly
he has
guy.
the top hat. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it makes you wonder where these kinds of things like originate and how so many people like think it, you know?
Right, yeah.
because there's also in movies, Star Wars, in fact, of
Mm-hmm.
like Luke, I am your father. It's actually like, no, I am your father, or something like that.
Right, yeah, he never says his name right there.
Yeah. And it's just like, no,
Yeah.
that's not right.
So you know what's funny about that is that has been printed on posters since
Yeah.
the dawn of time.
Since
And
the 80s.
yeah. So I mean, which is basically
70s,
the dawn of
80s,
time.
yeah.
You know, the time before that didn't exist. So.
Yeah, this is the Dark Ages.
This is the Dark Ages. Yeah, but like, yeah, so that one's really interesting too. There was another one that like affected me personally, and I was kind of pissed off about. I forgot what it was. Do you have like a list in front of you? Do you have
Let's
a
see.
list of them?
That was actually just 40 Mandela effect examples. Curious George not having a tail.
I didn't even know about that one. What?
Yeah, so Curious George, I guess, doesn't actually have a tail.
How could he not have a tail? He's a monkey.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. So here, let's go down this list here. So
Okay.
Peanut butter.
Right.
What's the one with the J called? J-I...
It's. Oh, I know this one. Shit, it's not.
Is it Jif or Jiffy? I'll give you that.
I swear it's Jiffy.
It's Jif.
Stop.
Just Jif.
Stop. It's Jiffy peanut butter.
Okay, hold on. Let's make this an actual like. Let's pull up this article. Let's kick up our feet here.
Okay.
Let's studio mode, just make sure we got the right one going.
Okay. What you got here, Matt?
Let me just move this over there. Move that there. Okay. Are you looking at the Discord now?
I am looking at the Discord.
Okay. Whoppa.
Look at that.
Oh, why is that nothing? So, that's the logo I remember. The Jiffy.
Now that I see it, though, Jiffy looks wrong.
Yeah, but in my mind...
Because I've definitely seen Jif, too. Like...
Yeah, but in my mind...
Like, it sounds... Jiffy sounds right.
Yeah. So, I don't know what's that one.
Yeah,
okay.
That's weird.
Looney... Toons or Tunes? It's Toons.
Yeah.
Right? But
right.
It's not.
What?
Because like I remember marketing of it just being Toons, Toons.
Right, because it's like cartoons.
Yeah.
Right? Not like tune like you're tuning in.
No,
like no, it's cartoons. Like
exactly. Like you're not tuning a guitar.
Right. Like you're not tuning a fish.
It's exactly. It's just it's wrong. Of course, we kind of already discussed this one.
Yeah, we hit the bear one. Yeah.
But yeah. Curious George's tail doesn't exist.
Wow. Okay.
I have vivid memories of like panels of him like hanging upside down using his tail.
Dude, yeah, same. Actually, I have that exact recollection.
Yeah, unless he's just using his feet
or his.
But I remember a tail. Banana.
Banana.
Okay, that's strange. So instead of in the city, and the city.
And the city? No.
Yeah. One E in Febreze?
2 E's in Febreze.
Yeah, it should be 2. Febreze, not
Febreze.
Yeah, Febreze.
Febreze. It's the French version.
Oscar Mayer or Oscar Mayer?
Oh, that one's Oscar Mayer with the E. I know that one.
It's A. Oscar Mayer.
What? What?
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah. Go grab your bologna.
It doesn't look right.
Go grab
I'm
your
not gonna
bologna
grab my
right now.
bologna mid
And look at that
midstream,
mayor.
dude. I'm not gonna grab my bologna right now, dude.
There's no T in Skechers?
Oh, get fucked with that. Okay, no. Someone is lying about that. Stop.
Okay, wait. So this one's a double O instead of the UI. Or U. So Fruit Loops, instead of it being
That one makes
Fruit
sense.
Loops, it's Fruit Loops.
That one makes
But
more sense.
Looney
yeah.
Tunes.
Right. Why would they do that?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't have any. This one's about King Henry VIII's turkey leg.
Yeah.
And I don't classical art. Of course,
So-
Monopoly Man.
Wait. Okay, so the thing with the turkey leg, right? I think that comes down to like patterns in your brain and your subconscious filling things in.
Mhm.
Because like, so you know that thing. So when something happens, right? So there's like a murder or something like that, right?
There's a gap of information.
Yes, and your subconscious fills it in to make you remember stuff that makes sense.
Mhm.
So that makes sense because it's like, oh yeah, it's the 1800s or 1600s. It's he has a
he's
turkey
king.
leg. Of
He's
course.
kind of bigger king.
Yeah,
he's
he has a turkey leg. That's what they had back then, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's less Mandela and more just like that's that's what
Common
your
sense,
brain
like
does.
what you would think.
Yeah.
Psychology.
Yeah.
So we discussed the Monopoly guy.
We did.
Pikachu doesn't have black on his tail.
No, yes he does.
Yeah, exactly. That was I was
Stop.
like, no, he has the black on his tail.
Right?
Like
and then
that-
when you look back, it's like, no, he doesn't. You're like,
Yeah, you go like look at, you pull out your Pikachu toy from like 1993, and you're like, what?
yeah. So what could be used to debunk that? What do you think?
Which one?
Anything?
The
The Pikachu one.
Pikachu?
Yeah.
Meaning, like he
Like-
always had a black tail, or he never had it.
Like he never had it. Like how would you? So okay, so like we debunked sort of the King Henry one, right? That makes sense.
Okay.
This one, I think.
How
is
would we
because of,
explain
like-
why it happened? Essentially.
So I think, yeah. So this is how I think it goes. So I think maybe because I watched the show a little bit.
Mhm.
I never collected any of the like stuff. I was never into like Pokemon, the card game, or anything like that. But I did watch the show, and certain times, the artist who was drawing the Pikachu would add shading
Yeah.
to add some effect. So maybe that was like, oh, there's shading there. He obviously has a black tail.
It could also be from the games too, if you think about it.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Because
anyway, there's, like, shading, so-
Yeah, no, the original game too is like he's just some round like rat. So obviously you're like your brain's gonna fill in some gaps there.
Yeah. Add some context. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kit Kat,
But that's my theory.
Is-
That's my theory.
is there a hyphen or is there not a hyphen for Kit Kat?
I remember it as being a hyphen.
No hyphen.
It's probably not a hyphen. Mother.
No hyphen.
These make me
I-
so mad. 'Cause I'm like, no,
Exactly.
you're wrong.
No, that's if I remember so many times typing it in and autocorrect getting it with a hyphen.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So autocorrect is to blame there.
Yeah. Autocorrect is the downfall of society.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So fruit of the
Fruit
loom.
of the loom. Yes.
Does it have the cornucopia thing on it, or is it just the fruit?
I think it's just the fruit.
See, I remember the cornucopia.
I don't remember the cornucopia.
So I don't know. I think I don't know. It's one of those weird ones that like
It looks right though.
It
Like
looks
the cornucopia
right.
looks good.
Yeah. it doesn't exist.
Nope.
Is it Cheese Its or Cheese It?
Don't do this. I'm pretty sure. Okay, Cheez-Its just looks right, but it's probably Cheez-It, right?
It is just singular Cheese It.
Oh, dude,
I think
this
this
is
one
ruining
just
my
comes
brain hole.
from like making it plural, you know? Like our brain
Yeah, like,
is
oh,
just
can you
gonna
hand me the
make it plural.
Cheez-Its? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Not, can you hand me the Cheez-It?
Yeah. I just want
Okay.
singular Cheese It.
I just would like one Cheez-It.
Yeah. We're not Mark
Yeah.
Zuckerberg here. We don't just want one
No.
Cheese It.
Only one was a Pepsi.
Yeah. It's a double stuff Oreo. Is there 2 F's or 1?
One F, and I know that because I bought some today. I cheated.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the Mona Lisa smile. I don't really notice too much of a difference in all honesty.
No, she's like frowning, kind of.
Yeah, it's like a half.
It's
that
like a smirk.
eh.
It's more of a smirk.
It's that like I'm trying, you know, like
like-
what's the painting? I don't want to be smiling this whole time. Here's this.
She's like, who's this weird dude painting me? Just take a picture,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. So there's actually an interesting theory about the Mona Lisa too,
Oh yeah.
because the more that comes out about Leonardo da Vinci over the years,
Hmm.
so with the Mona Lisa, they've discovered like multiple layers of paint on the
Oh.
Mona Lisa.
Okay.
So it's kind of theorized. I'm not sure if it's been debunked yet or not. This is kind of an old theory in terms of 2020 now. But
Mhm.
there's an old theory of like there's layer upon layer of paint. It was originally just a self-portrait of Da Vinci. But over time, he started adding feminine features of like, okay, well, I'll do this and I'll do that. So the Mona Lisa itself is not like a real woman. It's
Oh,
just
so
a
it's him as a girl.
feminized Da Vinci kind of thing.
Oh.
It's kind of the gist of it, like the theory.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 out of 10 would still
Yeah.
smash.
Yeah, maybe in the Renaissance.
Maybe in the Renaissance.
How big of a Star Wars fan are you?
So, I'm a big enough Star Wars fan to have seen the only 3 movies that make sense.
Okay, depending on who
If
you
that
ask.
tells you- If that tells you anything, like,
Depending on who you ask.
yes.
Because let's be honest, the prequels really aren't that bad. They have a bit of... but at least you can watch them. At least they
Yes.
still make sense in the
Yeah,
story.
I mean,
of it.
those are the ones that are good. The was it 4, 5, and 6? Those are not good. Those no. Sorry.
I mean,
I
made
like
it
the
at a
old ones
different
much
time.
better.
Yeah, it made it at a different time.
Yeah. Am I doing this right? Wait, no. Which ones do I like more? The
4, 5, and 6 are the older ones. 1, 2, and
Yeah,
3 are
okay.
the prequels, and then you got now the sequels. And again,
right.
you
The
have
sequels are gross. Yeah.
you have another franchise that's just like, oh, lore, we're gonna do this.
Right.
Oh, we didn't have a plan beyond this.
We did not have a plan.
We just wanted to wing it.
Right. X-wing it. Haha.
Yeah, X-wing it. TIE fighting the haters. Okay.
TIE fighting
So-
haters. That was so bad, man. Oh my god.
It made you laugh. So what does that say?
It was a cringe laugh. I don't know, man. Like,
You sounded pretty joyful there.
I mean,
Okay, so in the original movies, the good ones,
okay.
C-3PO's leg,
Yes.
it's gold or silver?
I want to say he's all gold.
One silver leg.
Stop.
if you go back and this one, I will give the benefit of the doubt because it's like, it's old, grainy footage.
Doesn't really show his leg
Yeah.
that much, I don't think.
Like
Unless there's
it's
a
in the
specific
desert.
part, like
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
in the desert. He's like either in the desert, he's in like a hot tub, or like in a speeder. Like it's
yeah,
very
he's
obscure.
doing something.
So your
Sometimes he
mind is
walks
gonna
around, but-
just but it's very like if it ever shows full body, the background, since it's silver, it just takes up.
Yeah.
Okay, is it the
Interesting.
Flint Stones or is it the Flynn Stones?
It is the Flintstones.
Okay, same here. I don't know anyone who ever said Flintstones.
Flintstones? Yeah,
Flint.
no, that's just wrong. Flint.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it's
flint,
Flint,
like the
yeah.
material, like flint. Yeah,
Yeah, because they're cavemen, they need fire.
because they're cavemen. Yeah, exactly. No, who in their right mind would say Flintstones?
Which one of these colors is chartreuse?
The green one.
Pink one.
Chartreuse is green. Huh?
Chartreuse is magenta pink color.
No. Chartreuse is green. What say you?
See, I don't. So, okay. Thing with chartreuse. What is going on? Is this
So that's
website
gross
lying
color.
to us?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. No, it's people are saying that chartreuse was pink, but no. Okay, so yeah, I was reading that wrong. I was letting.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I read that wrong. Okay, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates.
Never know what you're gonna get.
What's wrong with that sentence?
Never know what you're gonna get.
No, life is like a box of chocolates.
What's wrong with life is like a box of chocolates? I don't think he says like.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
What? No.
If you listen
That-
closely, he says
That doesn't-
life was like a box of chocolates.
But that
It makes
doesn't
more
make sense in the
sense. Yeah, it
context
makes
of
more
the-
sense because he's still
Yeah.
currently living life.
Yeah. Well, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Not
Yeah.
life was like a box of chocolates. It's like you never
Yeah, you know it.
you never knew what you were gonna get.
Yeah,
That's the
now
right
you
context. Yeah. So you never know what you're gonna get. Like it's still present, not past. Fuck that.
know. Okay, this one
I'm
hurts.
upset by that.
This one hurts.
Okay.
Snow White. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Right.
Nope. Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Magic? No. What?
Yeah.
It's always been mirror, mirror, dude.
Mirror,
That's
mirror,
just-
yeah. Okay, we already talked about this one. Luke, I am your father. He always says,
yeah.
I am your father.
Yes.
Okay. How big of a Lord of the Rings nerd are you?
I
Are you
own
down with the Middle Earth?
extended series. I am down with the Middle Earth. I almost learned the
Okay.
entire language of
The elves?
no, not the
Is
elves,
it,
the black speech. Yeah.
Oh, orc?
Yeah, or yeah, black speech, yeah,
Yeah.
is what they call it.
Mm. Well, not in 2020.
Yeah, sorry, African American speech. No, I was kidding. Just kidding,
So,
guys. No. So it's called
let's
that's
move
what
on.
it's called in the
Yeah,
book.
yeah,
Okay.
no,
I'm sorry.
The books were written at a different time.
Yeah,
that
they were,
Tolkien.
and it wasn't
Tolkien
meant to be like
is-
that.
No. Dude, that is such a deep lore. The fact that you
It's
have
fine,
the
though. It's
backstory for a branch is insane.
I mean,
Did you know that Gandalf
all right,
is
so what
like technically like a god reincarnated kind of thing?
Yeah.
It's such a weird story, man. Anyways, Gandalf, run, you fools, or fly, you fools. As he's falling to the Balrog.
Run.
Fly. So this is actually the basis for another fan theory of like he
Okay.
told them to fly because at the end of like everything, the eagles, he wanted them to fly to Mordor on the eagles.
Oh.
Would have made the journey so much easier.
Oh. Yes.
It's just a fan
okay.
theory.
Okay.
Yeah. It makes sense. It is a fan theory that I could give credence to. But
Okay. Yeah.
don't you just like that I'm just some weird like encyclopedia of like random stuff?
Yes. I like it a lot.
Isn't it just great?
Yes.
Silence
it
of the
is.
Lambs. You ever watch that?
So I don't know this one because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Really
So we'll
don't.
go ahead and skip it. The gist of it is, you got Anthony Hopkins,
Right.
Hannibal Lecter.
Right.
Hello, Clarice. Very quoted line in pop culture. Hello,
Yes.
Clarice.
I have heard this
Nope.
this line. Yeah.
Good morning.
Okay. Just good morning. No Clarice or anything.
We don't know what's scarier, the fact that we remember Hannibal Lecter saying, hello, Clarice, or the reality that all he said was, good morning.
That's
For so many other things to quote, hello, Clarice.
right. That's so messed up. No, stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Freddie Mercury, right?
Yes. So, we're the champions.
Yes.
How does that song end?
Was the Are we just talking lyrics or like what,
Yes,
how?
lyric wise. Like,
Okay.
what are the closing lyrics?
Is it no time for losers or something like that? That's what I always hear.
So the
'Cause we are the
absolute end of the song
champions.
could either
Yeah.
be we are the champions or
Uh-huh.
of the world. Which one is the real one?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It's We Are the Champions is the end of the song.
Okay. I always remembered of the world.
Right, because it's the end of the phrase.
Yeah. And like your
Yeah, you
brain
wouldn't
just
end
wants
a
that
song.
completion.
Yes.
And you can hear Freddie Mercury really going for that note, right?
Yep.
Never happened.
Yep.
It's just bad. Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. Okay. Okay.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Or, it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Which one is it?
I'm gonna say not this.
This.
Get out.
Exactly.
Stop. You are lying to me right now.
Exactly.
Stop it.
There is no way Mr. Rogers said this.
There's no way he knows the word this. It's the.
No. Yeah.
No, but like that
he
doesn't
knew
sound
of
right.
trolleys and like just everything, but not this.
But not
He
this.
didn't know this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Why would you say this neighbor? That's so like
Yeah,
it doesn't work
it's-
musically. I mean, it does.
No,
but
it really limits the neighborhood, you know? Like part of the appeal of like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood is it's everywhere, you know? You're
Yeah.
in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, you know?
yeah,
And the
I
fact that
could
I'm
be.
not in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood
Kind of makes me
is
feel
choking
bad.
me up.
Kind of makes you wonder.
Yeah. Okay, this one's just stupid.
Okay.
How many states are there in the U.S.?
Are we including Puerto Rico and all that, or?
Just pure states. How many stars on the flag?
Oh God. Okay, man, it's been a long time. So it's. I'm gonna get it wrong and be so mad.
It's easier than you think.
It's well, okay. I don't want to.
It's so easy.
It's 50, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
People are claiming to remember 51, 52.
right. I had a thing that was like, it's 52, right? No, but it's 50.
Yeah, it's just 50.
It's just 50. Yeah,
Wait,
but Puerto
you're
Rico makes it
got-
51.
Yeah. If we count like territories and stuff, okay, 52.
It's a lot more than that,
51.
then. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, if we're counting like, places that get a bit of a vote, kind of, yeah, okay, fine. Let's be honest, they don't get much of a say in anything.
No, they don't.
They're quote unquote independent, but
I was gonna say, do they even vote for the president? They don't, right?
so they actually get a bit of say in some U.S. matters, if I
Okay.
remember right. So they actually have kind of a bit of a voice in the states.
Okay.
I think
Gotcha.
just from being so close, but America kind of was like, we already did this with Hawaii. We'll keep it to 50 right now. We'll keep it a nice round number. Let's find
Right.
like a few more, and then we'll make it 55, but not 51.
Not 51.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like this.
Not like this.
So yeah, that one I don't agree with at all. Like people going like, oh, there's 50. Like I don't think I've ever heard someone say, oh, there's 52 states.
Well, you almost just did, because I almost told you that.
But that was the
But again,
gut reaction.
I'm
That was the gut
stupid, though,
reaction
so.
because you're in like a defensive state of like, I don't want to be wrong. So it's
I really didn't want to be
52.
wrong. Right.
But once you actually realize, you're like, oh wait, no, it's just 50. So Sinbad.
Okay.
People think that Sinbad was a genie. So they think that he was in a movie called Shazam.
That was like Shaq or something. wasn't it?
Yes, but that was Kazam with Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I don't know. I'm one of those guys. I didn't watch a whole lot of Sinbad. Like, I think there's only like there's only one movie that I can like remember Sinbad in. You know?
Which is.
I don't know.
Oh.
I just remember him running for a Big Mac. Like,
Yeah,
it
I
might
don't
have
know
been
anything about
House
the guy.
Guest.
Okay. Anyway, so people think Sinbad's a genie.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't recall that, but I remember Shazam with Shaquille.
Kazam. Or
Kazam, I'm
Shazam.
sorry.
Yeah. No.
Wait,
Shazam. Kazam.
what?
Kazam.
No, it was definitely Shazam. See, that's another one. Like,
Do you remember on Nickelodeon Kablam?
Kablam?
Yeah.
No.
You don't remember Kablam?
Mm-mm. I don't think I've ever seen that.
It had
Nope.
the action heroes now. The Flash, Stinky Diver, Human Puddle or something. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
You don't remember this?
I don't think I ever saw that. I wasn't like a normal kid. I didn't like watch cartoons. I watched like MXC and like dumb
Well,
stuff.
I watched MXC too, but like,
Right, but I didn't watch like that. I don't know.
it was kind of like a cartoon anthology but like with some live action stuff sprinkled through.
Oh.
Yeah. Like it was entertaining. It's one of those things that just disappeared completely. So I'm waiting for that to come up. Okay.
Yeah, that's got to be coming.
Smokey Bear or Smokey the Bear?
Smokey Bear.
Missing a the.
What?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, that's Sonic Hedgehog. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Tank Man. The Tiananmen Square protest.
Oh yeah.
People think that he got run over and killed. No, that's not what happened.
No, the tank stopped and he stands there. Yeah.
That's the entire point of it. Is he was
Right.
just stopping them.
Yeah. He didn't get run over and killed. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one.
People had no recollection of the aeronautic legend's death. Many fans apparently forgot or didn't notice the news of his passing in August 2012. So people think that Neil Armstrong is still kicking it. Not realizing that he died in 2012. It's kind of a morbid one.
Or did he get taken in by aliens because his name backwards is Alien?
Alien, yes.
Neil A. It's Alien.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of, I have an interesting story once we get done with this Mandela stuff.
I mean, we could be done. Like, I think the rest of these are just gonna be. Let's just.
We'll skim.
Oh, the Lundberg baby.
I don't know anything about that. Do you know anything about that?
This is the most famous kidnapping case of all time.
Ooh, I like it already.
So, there's a famous aviator, Charles Lundberg.
Okay.
He had a son with his wife. He was one of the first pilots to make like a transatlantic flight kind of thing, you know, privately funded, did it all himself, got a lot of money.
Oh, not commercial.
Yes, like the first one ever to do the transatlantic, and the impressive part is it was just him kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So, he had a son, and the entire world was like, oh, this baby, oh, cool. Like, he was a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
So some interesting facts to note here. It was a 2-story house. Baby was upstairs in his room. Gets kidnapped out the window. There's a ladder that's broken. The ladder and the baby's room were both positioned in a way that they were right outside of the study. Charles Lundberg claims that at the time of the kidnapping, he was in the study.
Okay.
How does someone not realize there's someone with a ladder outside your window? Especially when that ladder then breaks. Like, how do you not hear any of that or see any of that?
Right.
So there's a question there.
Okay.
But this baby was missing for like months. And there's a lot of like back and forth between so Charles Lindbergh actually used his celebrity, like his fame, to take over the case. So like police were just like, okay, yeah, Charles Lindbergh, yeah, you're gonna head up the case.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, obviously not a good idea, but they let him. A lot of back and forth happened, and they met with someone who claimed to be like in touch with the kidnapper and stuff. He was like kind of a front man for them, I guess. And he eventually was like, okay, just go ahead, give me this money, and I'll tell you where the baby is. And they give him money. He's like, okay,
as you do.
The baby's on this boat, like out here. They go out, there's no boat. They're like, we got swindled.
I got
like,
swindled.
Within the month, or like close to that time as well, they discover the baby's body like a few miles away from the house. Like, dead.
Oof.
So it's like one of those things of there's so much going on. Like I would
Moida?
love to talk about this like case at some point
Yeah.
because
Let's
it is.
sorry to
So-
cut you off there, man.
Yeah, no worries. It's just interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Next week, let's do cold case files because I also have material for that.
Dude, I might have to. Bring
If you're
Helen on
down,
for that
I'm
one.
down. Oh yeah.
She is. She's actually working on a cold case right now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. It's kind of a sad story actually, because she's noticing some details about this cold case of like it could have been solved.
A lot of
But
them
the
can
fact-
be.
Yeah, but the fact that they just didn't really look into it, it's never gonna be solved.
Yeah. Who's
So
that that's
she-
working on a cold case?
Michaela.
Oh,
So,
she works at the library.
She does, but she's going to school for forensic anthropology, and she actually got a kind of a scholarship for a project
Mhm.
to be able to look at like a cold case and study it. She's actually in the process of trying to get a 3D scanner to scan the skull so she can make a model of the skull so she can do the facial reconstruction and like all that stuff.
That's so cool. I didn't know she was doing
Yeah.
that. What the heck?
No, absolutely. Like
What?
that's the thing is like I am dating a very like great person, a very
Dude.
impressive person with a lot going on, and I'm just sitting here in my room.
No kidding. Is she like single?
No, I'm telling Jordan.
Tradesies?
But, no, no offense,
No.
but
Really? Oh, I was like, wow. All right.
nah, no
Say more.
offense, but you know,
No, no,
I'm kind of attached, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, nah, she's
She's your perfect
not
match?
going anywhere. Yes, we're the
Nice.
strongest, brightest beam.
Strongest, and brightest beam.
Yeah, we
Nice.
are that beam. There's only one beam up there, and we're that beam. So
Where that beam?
Get over it.
Boom, boom, room. Let's go.
yeah, for real.
Let's make out because that means we're a
Yeah,
match.
yeah. It just felt nice.
So,
So yeah, so with the Lindbergh
that
baby,
though, yeah.
the Mandela effect with this is people remember the case going cold. So like, oh, there was no body found, but there actually was a body found, and there actually was someone sentenced to death for the crime.
Oh,
So if you'd like, I can go into a bit more detail like next week about like the Lindbergh baby and all that.
yeah. Let's deep dive into that, and then we can deep dive into my
Just-
story
just
too,
cold
because I
case,
have I have a lot. Yeah,
yeah, no,
a lot of unpacking to do.
dude, if there wasn't already like a mystery like podcast kind of out there that like I'm actually aware of. There's two that I'm aware of, but there's only one that like I kind of listen to. If there was one of those, I would absolutely love to do like one of those.
Oh, absolutely.
It's already taken. The market's already saturated.
Yeah.
Um.
I mean, we talk about anything. you know,
Yeah.
so we
I think-
can. You know.
You see, I just don't want to be doing like every single episode and just. Oh yeah, and this one kind of thing, you know.
I
it's
mean-
fine doing it like broken up, but like I don't
Yeah.
think that we want to be doing like every single week. Like, oh yeah, so we didn't get to this one last week, but here's this one.
Yeah, yeah. Like we didn't get to the
Yeah.
spooky town stuff today.
Yeah. Maybe next week. Next week we'll absolutely
Too
get
bad.
to the spookies. To the spookies.
Yes.
Because I
'cause,
think this
like
week-
I said, I had an encounter today, so I
yes.
wanted to talk.
I'm
about
very interested in hearing that. If you want to
it. Okay.
do that to end, or if you want to save that, that can be the next week's hook.
Well, next week is going to be cold case, right? Want to do that?
I mean, we can. We can do
I'm
whatever next week. That's
I'm
the
interested in
beauty.
cold case, so
That's the beauty of being stream. You can do
Yes.
whatever we want.
yes, that we can. Okay, so I'll end it with the ghost story then. How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
Let
So
me swap back to this screen. Hey.
hey, we're back. Hello. Say hello to Beanard the Bean.
Bernard the Bean.
Unless you have another idea for what his name could be, let us know in the comments, please.
I cannot say anything, but I'm laughing. Yeah.
Did I get his name wrong again?
No. It's not that. It's a
Oh.
story that I'm not allowed to talk about. Yeah.
You know, we're this is a safe place for you, Matt. You can talk about anything.
It is until it isn't, you know?
Oh, what? Speaking of cold case files, what's happening over there?
I'm a computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
what you eat?
if you want to be tall, eat your vegetables, y'all.
Okay, so you have a ghost story.
So
I also have
ghost
a few. You have a ghost story? I think I have a few, but we didn't get to all of them tonight.
Yeah,
We'll save the
I'll try to make it
spooks.
quick.
No worries. We'll save the spooks for maybe the next week.
Okay. Do you want me to just end it here then? Do you want to? Just...
No. I'm absolutely like invested in the story. Like,
Oh, you want to know the story?
I'm,
Okay.
I'm all down. Unless you want to save it for another week.
Ooh.
But I kind of want to know it.
Yeah, I kind of want to tell you because it happened
Okay.
today, so it's like fresh.
Yeah,
I'll be able
that's
to...
why I want to hear it like today.
Yeah, I'll be able to set the tone and everything in the ambience. So
Spooky.
okay, so it's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Okay,
Mhm. In this neighborhood.
there's stop in the neighborhood. Okay, no. So you know it's a nice day. Work is just kind of going. You know, I'm doing some managing of the properties and whatnot, doing that stuff. And little did I know this morning, our power went out. So we had a slight power outage at like 9 to 9:30 in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm. There's also a
so we have this
power outage at Michaela's house too. Not at the same time,
Oh,
but
maybe something's wrong with the power grid.
well, something happened at my office too, where like, so I use a laptop at the office, but it's connected to like this docking station, just so I can have like monitors hooked up to it and everything.
Dude, I love docking. Oh my god.
Yeah, and but it like, it just cut out, and like I was asked like, oh, was there like a power surge or something? I'm like, I don't think so, but I don't know. But like it's weird that everything is power right now.
All right.
But anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No,
I'm
you
shut
should.
up
I
now.
like the added context. That's good.
I'm gonna shut up.
So there was a power outage and we didn't have power for like half an hour or so, right? Apparently, and this is what the power company is telling us, right? Is that something like happened with one of the lights in the foyer? So there's like a flickering light that was just kind of like annoying me, right? So I went to go look at it, and it's pulsating like you would Morse code. Like it's very distinct. And I'm kind of kicking myself now because I could have pulled up like a Morse code chart and like maybe got the message if there was a message to get. You know, so I'm kind of kicking myself now, but so it was pulsating kind of like a Morse code, and I was like, oh, that's so weird. Like, you know, it's just a coincidence. You know, the power guy
Was
said,
it the same
it's
kind
fine.
of? Was it the same kind of like beeping? Or like, did it repeat, or was it just all random?
So I don't know enough about Morse code to know. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
But it was like
the light. Did you notice there's a pattern, or was it just?
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm saying. I don't really know.
Like,
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. The most I know about Morse code is like it's like a dot dash thing, right? Or like dots and dash. I don't know what exactly everything is.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there would be like two really like, you know, fast blips of light and then like a long blip of light, and then it would like kind of power down and then like shut off completely. And then it would do it again shortly after.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm gonna look up like the Morse code real quick, see maybe what it means.
Dot dot
Anyway,
dot
I'll continue.
dash 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 dot 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 is SOS.
Right. No, but this was like
Yeah,
just
I know.
dot dot dash.
Yeah.
Let me check it out. So, let's see. Okay. Oh, dot dot dash is you.
You're joking.
No.
Uh,
Dot dot dash is the letter U. So that's scary. Anyway.
yeah.
Anyway, so I'm looking at this light, right? And I'm like teasing the receptionist. I'm like, hey, like you have a flickering light over here, right? And I was like talking a bunch of shit. And I'm like, yeah, you should get it fixed because that's your job. And she was like, oh, I know, it's been flickering all day or whatever. So I walk up to it, and it's like doing the dot dot dash thing and like doing what I think is looking like Morse code. And then I don't know if like whatever it was that was happening is like noticing me, but then it just like stays on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay, so it's fixed. And then I look away for a second, and then it starts flashing again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, this is really weird. So the other receptionist that was in the building, she walked out into the foyer for like a second to go check something.
Mm-hmm.
And as she did that, the light like faded away and then was completely off for the duration while the receptionist was outside in the foyer.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as she got back into the door, it started flickering and doing the like pulsating again. So
the receptionist is dead.
no, she's totally fine.
I
But
mean, is she?
I mean, 7
How long
days.
has
I think
how
is
long has she been there? Has she been there for more than 25 years? 70 years?
Nope.
100 years?
No.
Okay.
She's been there for like a couple months, like, at max.
Has she ever been there before? Or?
No.
Okay. Are we sure?
Okay. Yeah, and she's relatively young too. She's like my age.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's not like an old like witch.
But she could
person.
be a ghost.
I mean, it might be a ghost. I don't know. But anyway, so my theory is either like the ghost took interest in her when she was out there, or like she scared the ghost off or something.
She was
and
just
then
the
it came
first
back
one to
and
get up
started
and
playing.
walk past it.
Yes.
Mm.
So like I didn't walk past it. I was just looking from afar, right?
Mm.
And I had my experience with it where it just stayed on for a minute. I was like, oh, it's fixed, and then it started doing it again.
Mm-hmm. And then it said to you, over and over and over.
So I guess the message from that is, I guess what I'm taking from it is like, so when it started doing dot dot dash right over and over again, and then when I noticed it and then it just kept on, it's like, yes, you're getting it.
You noticed.
So like, yeah. So
You
like,
done
what
it.
am I supposed to do with that now? You know what I mean? Like, do I go all phasmophobia and just like go in there and figure it out, or like what?
We can send you a ghost box and like let you.
I mean, yeah, I will spirit box the shit out of that place.
Yeah.
How old are you, Death?
Yeah. How old are you?
Dude, I will crap my entire pants. Like, I will literally shit my pants. Yeah, but so that's my ghost story, and I think it's interesting, and it's kind of spooky, and yeah.
Oh, dude, spirit boxes are totally affordable.
How much are they really?
Like 135 plus tax.
Is there like a generic brand?
This is a 2-band new 8 battery powered 9 volts.
Okay.
140 bucks. Not bad.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see what this
Get some
one
smudge
costs.
sticks and a lighter, Yeah.
Oh, a Spirit Box app. Okay.
What?
Yeah, Spirit Box app.
Ooh. Okay, that's
SBX12 Spirit Box Lite. I feel like that's easy to manipulate, though.
yeah, that's spooky and easy to manipulate, probably.
Yeah.
Like they want stuff to happen, so they're gonna make stuff
Yeah.
happen, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not bad. $89. And free shipping.
Okay. That's a deal right there.
7 ounces. Battery powered.
Nice.
I don't know if that
I like
7
those
ounces
stats.
is with or without the batteries in, but
Oh. Is it with or without the ghosts? Like how
with or
much
without
does a ghost weigh?
Yeah. How much does a ghost cost?
Right?
I like
don't know.
I like that I look up Spirit Box and I get Walmart Supercenter, the Apple Store, Walmart Supercenter again, Walmart Supercenter again,
Walmart
Walmart
Supercenter is a
Supercenter
spirit box.
again.
Do they sell spirit boxes?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Huh. Yeah. So anyway, so with my experience, right? That's like I've been near the like paranormal stuff like my whole life. I'm kind of like sensitive to it.
Mhm.
I'm it's weird. I'm a skeptic, but shit happens like all the time.
I'm under the belief that you give power to it if you acknowledge it and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm very much the type of like I will ignore things, but it's
But
out
you
there.
believe it. Like, yeah.
But it's out there. Like it's
Yeah.
not like it doesn't rule my entire life or anything, but like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, that doesn't exist and like pretend that it doesn't
Does.
and just like not that like invite anything in.
Yeah, like don't use Ouija boards and stuff. That's bad news.
Yeah. Don't
yeah.
like
But
challenge a ghost randomly,
Yeah.
like be respectful. Don't like, don't act not like yourself, but just don't brag upon yourself.
Yep. What I kind of want to do though is like sit down and in the dark one night or one day or something at the office and just see if anything is there. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm sensitive to it and I can see stuff.
Mhm.
I've seen shit before. Definitely seen stuff.
We can send you an EMF. It's only $60 and free shipping.
Ooh. Okay, so if anyone would like to donate,
Anybody would donate like, wait, let's see, like, it's just call it like 200 because you're gonna need like some new pants afterwards too.
yeah, I'm gonna need some new chinos for sure.
Yeah.
But so like if that is a thing that people want to see, I'm down to do it. I'm down to do like a investigation.
I mean, you're gonna have to like record it and like.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go.
You're
All,
gonna have
like,
to make
Ghost
sure that
Hunters
you live
International.
long enough to like send it to me and like
Right.
we'll edit it together. And we totally won't mess with the footage to make it seem like there is a ghost when there isn't.
Yeah, no, 100% not. Not Sony Vegas at all.
Yeah. Not not sparkling thanks to Sony Vegas.
Sony Vegas sponsor.
Sony Vegas. I hope we'll sponsor one day. They don't sponsor. I
Sponsor.
don't think.
Please sponsor me. Oh,
Please sponsor
I don't have
me.
enough money to sponsor people.
Now they have plenty. Dude, it costs so much money. It's like a $400 or $500 program.
Yeah.
I didn't pay that much for it. I gotta make that very obvious. I did not pay.
I didn't pay that much.
I got
for it.
I got a good deal on it.
Wow. What'd you get it for?
Like 100 something.
Damn son.
And it was nice because I got 15 and 16 for that price.
Oh wow, you got the major deal.
Yeah. So I was like, I mean, if anybody needs 15, I can just, enter my password and they got 15. I would say
Right.
16, but I'm not sure how many licenses you're able to how many devices basically you're able to
Yeah.
install
It's like
it on.
Photoshop.
And Yeah, I've kind of installed it on every important thing here.
Yeah.
But 15 should have some devices available.
Yeah. So that is my ghost story to end this podcast, as
Yeah.
we've been running pretty long here.
This is probably the longest one.
My cats are getting a little
Uh,
irate because I have not fed
yeah.
them yet. I should probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any closing words?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really gonna do another shout out. I like doing shout outs at the end.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shout out. This is not an official thing just yet, but it will soon come to fruition as soon as he gets everything together.
Mhm.
So we shouted out before the Lukewarm Cinema podcast, correct?
Yes.
So that's about movies. I think mostly movies and like TV shows and stuff like that, but mostly cinema.
Mhm.
But him and a buddy are going to come out with another podcast, specifically about ghost events and the paranormal.
Okay.
So I want to shout that out. I don't know the name of it. Like I said, it's not a real thing yet.
So we're gonna be special guests on that. Is what you're saying.
I would hope to be, because I already told him, I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm your guy. Like,
Dude, I have
I am your guy.
a few stories to tell.
I'm in danger. Like,
I'm
I'm your guy.
I am paranormally in danger.
I might be, like,
I'm in danger.
seriously. Yeah. So anyway, yes. So that podcast I'm going to shout out. Once we have more info, we'll probably
Yeah.
put links in and stuff. But for now, go follow
Retroactively
Lukewarm
link.
Cinema.
Yes.
Yeah. But go follow Austin and his stuff so that you know what's going on.
Mhm. Keep up
but,
to date.
Yeah.
Follow.
Those are my
follow
closing
Bean
words.
Scream.
Anything? Yeah.
Follow Bean Scream PC on Twitch, on Twitter. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell for all the notifications. Like, comment, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. And if you want me to do a seance in my office building, please let me know.
Yeah, we can.
I will phasmophobia the shit out of that in real life.
we may be able to get something going for that.
I might have to fly Matt out here to do this, though.
Depending on the weekend, I might just be able to drive. If it weren't for COVID.
I mean, if it weren't for COVID, yeah. So, but yeah, so I might actually have you come out here to experience this with me, because I don't want to die alone.
No, I completely understand that. And then after we do that, we just stop by a bar and like pretend that it didn't happen.
And get home and play some Plasmophobia for real. Or Phasmophobia. Not Plasmophobia. What the hell? Plasmophobia.
That's a different kind of game.
No, that's about plasma. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to say play some Phasmophobia, and I
Yeah.
missed it. That's
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's been a long podcast. We're
been a
gonna
long
go
podcast.
now. We're gonna go get
Yes.
some sleep. We got long days tomorrow.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
tell us some things in comments, whatever.
Come back
Do
next
it.
week for. I mean, technically, the Lindbergh baby isn't like a cold case, but like, I have a lot of information on Jack the Ripper. I got a lot of stuff.
I have information on the disappearance of Madeline McCann. That's an interesting one.
I am interested in that one.
Yeah. So I don't know like hard stuff about it, but I watched the documentary and I have my own thoughts.
Okay. Yeah.
For sure. I have my own thoughts.
With Jack the Ripper, Mikhail and I actually did it. So that was the only class in college that we got together.
Oh.
And we actually did
Jack the
a
Ripper
group
101.
project. Yeah, basically. No, it was serial killers and stuff. So it was a fun class. Yeah, very romantic class to be in together,
That's
you know.
super romantic, yeah.
Yeah, serial killers and
Yeah.
the like. But yeah, I can talk about Jack the Ripper, the Zodiac. Like I can go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
So we'll
got
do like
some-
murder mystery for the next podcast.
Yeah, murder beans.
Okay. Murder beans. I like it. All right. We already got the
Yeah.
name and everything. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll tune in next week
Be on
for
the lookout
murder
for murder
beans.
beans.
Yeah,
And,
they're on the scene. Murder beans.
Yeah, it's like a cat.
Yeah. toe beans.
Yes. I'm gonna have to tell you a story off podcast.
Okay, all right.
But yeah,
Let's let these nice people go.
yeah. We'll peace out. Have a good
Peace
one,
out.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.